You like to think you're at the top of the food chain. You walk through the world like you own it. You drive past forests, swim in oceans, hike through mountains, all with the quiet confidence of an animal that nothing else dares to touch. But that confidence is a lie your modern life tells you, because out there, in the right place, at the right moment, there are animals that don't see you as a person. They see you as meat. Now, let's be clear about something first. There's a huge difference between an animal that attacks a human and an animal that hunts a human. Most dangerous animal encounters are defensive, a bear protecting her cubs, a hippo defending its territory, a snake striking because you stepped too close. These animals aren't hunting you, they're reacting to you. They want you gone, not eaten. True predation is different. It's cold, it's deliberate. It's an animal looking at a human being and making a calculated decision. That is food. I am going to kill it and eat it. And the unsettling truth is that a small number of animals on Earth will actually do this. So let's count them down, starting with the ones that rarely do it and ending with the true human hunters. Let's start with an animal you might not expect. The domestic dog's wild cousin, and packs in general. Wolves almost never hunt humans in the modern world. Attacks are incredibly rare. But historically, in times and places where wolves were starving, bold, and humans were vulnerable, documented cases of predatory wolf attacks do exist. A lone human, a child, someone weak or isolated could in rare circumstances be seen as prey by a desperate pack. It's rare, but it's not zero. Now let's move into bigger territory, big cats. And this is where it gets serious. Leopards are one of the most surprising human predators. They're smaller than lions or tigers, but they are stealthy, powerful, and adaptable. In certain regions, individual leopards have become man-eaters, deliberately hunting humans over and over. One famous leopard in India, the Leopard of Rudraprayag, was believed to have killed over 100 people in the early 20th century, stalking villagers in the dark. Leopards are strong enough to drag a body up into a tree, and stealthy enough that you often never see them coming. Then there are lions. Lions usually avoid humans, but when they decide to hunt us, they are terrifyingly effective. The most infamous case is the Tsavo man-eaters, two lions in Kenya in the 1890s that killed and ate a large number of railway workers, bringing construction to a halt. These lions didn't attack out of fear. They developed a habit, a preference, a routine of hunting humans in the night, dragging them from their tents. For these specific lions, people had simply become part of the menu. But if we're talking about the single most effective big cat hunter of humans in history, the title goes to the tiger. Tigers are the largest cats on Earth, and they are ambush predators built for taking down large prey. Most tigers avoid people, but the ones that turn to hunting humans become legendary. The most prolific man-eater ever recorded was the Champawat tigress, a single tiger believed to have killed around 430 people across Nepal and India before she was finally stopped. A tiger hunts in silence, strikes from behind, and is powerful enough to kill instantly. If a tiger truly decides to hunt you, you will likely never even know it was there. Now, let's leave land, because the water is where things get truly nightmarish. And the first stop is the saltwater crocodile. This is, arguably, the animal most willing to hunt and eat a human on the entire planet. Saltwater crocodiles are enormous, ancient, and completely unbothered by what you are. To a salty, a human in or near the water is simply prey, no different from a deer or a pig. They are ambush hunters of the highest order, lurking motionless, then exploding out of the water with unimaginable force. They don't feel fear of us. They don't hesitate. For a large saltwater crocodile, a human is just an easy meal that wandered too close to the edge. Then there's the shark, and specifically a few species like the great white, the tiger shark, and the bull shark. Now, here's the nuance. Most shark attacks on humans are thought to be mistakes. A shark mistaking a surfer for a seal, taking an exploratory bite, and leaving. Sharks don't generally prefer the taste of humans. But make no mistake, a large shark is fully capable of treating a human as prey, and in rare cases, does. When a great white decides your food, there is very little a human in the water can do about it. Now let's talk about the animals that hunt humans not as individuals, but as a force of nature. The ones that don't need to be hungry, desperate, or confused. Let's talk about the ones that are simply built to consume. Large constricting snakes, like the reticulated python, are among the very few animals that can, and occasionally do, swallow a human whole. There are documented, verified cases of large pythons killing and consuming adult humans. A python doesn't need anger or fear. It simply coils, squeezes, and swallows. To a python big enough, a human is just a large, warm meal. And finally, we arrive at the most unsettling truth of all. Because the animals that have killed and consumed the most humans aren't the dramatic predators we fear, the deadliest hunters of humans are tiny. Mosquitoes, through the diseases they carry, are responsible for more human deaths than every large predator in history combined. They are, in the most literal sense, hunting your blood every single day. They don't roar, they don't stalk, but they have killed more of us than every lion, tiger, and shark that has ever lived. So which animals would hunt a human? A starving wolf pack, maybe? A man-eating leopard, lion, or tiger? Absolutely. Under the right conditions. A saltwater crocodile, without a second thought. A large shark or python in rare but real cases. And a mosquito, billions of times a day. The comforting illusion is that we've conquered nature, that we've stepped outside the food chain entirely. But the truth is simpler and far more humbling. We were never above it. We just built walls, cities, and weapons to forget that, in the eyes of the right animal, in the wrong place, at the wrong time, we are still, and have always been, prey.